Halloween was a magical time in our suburban neighborhood, where houses transformed into haunted mansions and streets teemed with little monsters, superheroes, and ghouls in search of sugary treasures. It was a tradition I cherished, and every year, my friends and I would embark on an epic trick-or-treating adventure. This particular Halloween, however, would forever alter the way I viewed the holiday. I was dressed as a classic zombie, my face adorned with fake wounds and bloodstains, and I was joined by my two closest friends, Lily and Max. They were dressed as a witch and a werewolf, respectively. Our costumes were elaborate, a testament to our Halloween enthusiasm. The night began like any other, with the sun setting behind the suburban landscape and a cool autumn breeze rustling the leaves. Our group ventured from door to door, shouting "trick or treat" with enthusiasm and delighting in the assortment of candies bestowed upon us. The houses were bedecked with cobwebs, jack-o'-lanterns, and eerie decorations, each one trying to outdo the other in the spirit of Halloween. As we strolled through the streets, our bags growing heavy with sweets, we came across a house that was markedly different from the rest. Its yard was dark and overgrown, and a thick layer of fallen leaves obscured the path to the front door. But it was the house itself that sent a shiver down my spine. It was old, with peeling paint and tattered curtains, and it loomed ominously against the darkening sky. As we climbed the crumbling steps and knocked on the door, the minutes ticked by in silence. We were just about to give up and move on when the door creaked open. The woman who greeted us was unlike anyone we had ever encountered on Halloween. She was elderly, her face etched with deep lines, and her eyes were a haunting shade of gray. She peered down at us with a strange mixture of weariness and amusement. Her voice was a raspy whisper as she greeted us with a spectral smile. "Trick or treat," we chimed, though our voices were more hushed than before. The woman reached into a bowl and handed each of us a single candy. But it was unlike any Halloween candy we had ever seen. It was wrapped in a plain brown paper, with no markings or branding. As we walked away, we examined the candies in our hands. They felt heavier and colder than expected, and an uneasiness settled in my stomach. That night, as I lay in bed, my thoughts kept returning to the strange candies. I was plagued by an inexplicable sense of dread, as if I had stumbled upon a sinister secret. The candies felt wrong, and a bitter taste lingered in my mouth. In the days that followed, my friends and I experienced a series of inexplicable events. Our nightmares were filled with shadowy figures that pursued us through a dark labyrinthine maze. The nights were restless, our sleep disturbed by haunting dreams, and a sense of foreboding hung over us like a dark cloud. It became apparent that the candies we had received from the mysterious woman held a malevolent power. We were ensnared in a nightmare where reality and dream became indistinguishable. Our once beloved holiday had taken a nightmarish turn. We knew we had to return to the house and confront the woman, to uncover the dark magic that had been unleashed upon us. On a moonless night, we set out for the Eerie house, our hearts heavy with fear. The path to the house seemed longer and more treacherous than before, but we pressed on. The woman was waiting for us, her eyes gleaming in the dim light. "You've come back," she said, her voice a haunting whisper. We demanded answers, our voices shaking. The woman revealed the horrifying truth, as a sinister smile played on her lips. The candies she had given us were cursed, a dark spell that bound us to her. In her eyes, we were the newest additions to her collection, trapped for all eternity to serve her malevolent desires. With newfound determination, we fought back, using the last of our strength to break free from her clutches. The battle was fierce, a struggle between the forces of good and evil, and it seemed as though the very foundations of the house quaked with our conflict. In the end, we prevailed, the woman's curse shattered, and her sinister plans thwarted, but the price had been steep. We were forever changed, marked by the horrors we had endured. The Halloween we had once cherished would never be the same. It had become a night of darkness and terror, a reminder that even the most enchanting traditions could hide malevolent secrets.